one of the big storylines, Devin, is always the guys that are coming back from injury. And obviously the one that James Kaminsky, our famous Jets supporter, would like us to talk about is going to be Aaron Rodgers, because he saw him throwing to Garrett Wilson. He'll never forget anything that happens from now until the first day of the season. What do you make of his return from injury and really what it's going to mean for the Jets coming back after a tough season?
For one, I love JK text us and was like, did you see the play that they showed? It was pretty sweet. It was a 5-yard crossing route. Garrett Wilson in a real game would have got tackled right away by DJ Reed. But because it's practice, he finished and he scored a touchdown. And JK was like super excited. It was like, we got to put that in the show. So here we are. But no,
here we are, I do think, leading the show off with Aaron Rodgers and the Jets.
I do think there's a great buzz because it's like, let's pick up where we left off last year. We didn't get to see what everything was going to be like. And then they add Mike Williams, another big play receiver, another guy that the Jets can kind of rely on. He's coming back from injury as well. So I think when you talk about this team and everything last year, yeah, it didn't go well, but I think everyone walked away and was like, well, everybody else that we thought would play well, played well. We just missed our quarterback. So we're going to just do the same thing. The defense is going to be dominant. They're going to play well. Our offensive line is going to be a little bit better. We use our first-round pick. We got an offensive lineman. We added more players. So now we're going to be able to protect Aaron Rodgers. He's going to be able to throw the ball to Garrett Wilson for 5 yards, and Garrett Wilson's going to do the rest. So I'm excited to see, even though being a former New England Patriot, I live in New Jersey. The buzz is big over here. People want to see this team. They think the Jets will be better than the Giants. I hear a lot of people say that, which isn't normal around here. So I think this team has a chance. I mean, honestly, when you look at the AFC East with Buffalo losing a lot of players, if I'm a Jets fan, I'm not thinking, let's just get in the wild card. I'm thinking, we got Aaron Rodgers. Like, let's go win the AFC East and have a chance to add another Lombardi to the one single one they have over there. So I'm sure they're getting excited about it.
That's what I was going to ask you. What is the tippy top of this experiment for the Jets? If we're at the end of the season and we're like, that went as great as it possibly could have gone, the Jets have done what?
Losing the divisional round. Being realistic, I think they're a team that if they can go and possibly win this division, I think they can get a matchup in a wild card that they could win. I think they'll be competitive with anybody. I think mainly because how good that defense is. That defense can play at a high level again. Having Aaron Rodgers, I think, gives you a chance that, hey, we keep this a one-score game. His mentality, his mental reps, 2-minute drill, I think he can go and win you a game. But I think once you get to the divisional round and now you're talking about playing against Kansas City, you got to play against Baltimore. I think those teams, they have a good defense. They have they have all of those things. I think if the Jets lost to one of those teams, I think that's a successful season for them. I think unrealistic would be, hey, we're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, and we're going to the Super Bowl. Dream come true, but I don't see that happening. But football, anything's possible.
Okay, when you saw the schedule come out, we're going to get into schedule release, but you see the Jets on Monday night, and you're like, oh, God, is it happening again? Is it happening again? Did you feel fear for Jets fans?
I did, because I was like, of all things we could possibly do, why? Like, why would we do this to Jets fans and put them back on But then you kind of think back to the game, and you're like, hey, Aaron Rodgers went down, but Xavier Gibson has a walk-off punt return to win the game. So I'm like, hey, the NFL, they're like, we lost the biggest storyline, hard knocks, everything. The quarterback goes down, and we have a walk-off game-winning punt return to end the game. Put him back out there. Now put Salah against Kyle Shanahan, where he came from, San Francisco. They're like, this has all the makings of an even better game. So, but if I'm a Jets fan, I don't want to start with San Francisco. Like, give us something different. Don't give us
100%.
Don't give us this team.
100%.
Come on.
Happy to see y'all on Monday night, but we didn't want to see the 49ers on the other sideline. I also was like, I just kind of want Hard Knocks to go back to the Jets again. But I was just like, just run it back one more time. I want to hear Aaron Rodgers, what he has to say, the philosophies, like everything that came out of Hard Knocks last season. I kind of wanted it again.
It would be better. Like we had all this buildup Now we get to see, all right, what did happen? How did everything go down? All right, Zach Wilson's gone. What is like? We want to hear all of that. It would be just so much better. That should be a rule. Like not Hard Knocks 1 year, Hard Knocks 2 years in a row, so we get to follow up to everything we just watched going into the season.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.